counting down, or should I'm still not aware how things work with the new Armadillo. Like, will there be a beep? Are we already live? We're probably live. I'm just gonna keep going with it then.
Are
I
you
believe
supposed
we're
to count down?
okay. I'm going to count it down. 5, 4, 4,
Arbitrary.
4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Wherever, if we're live or not, doesn't really matter. The meeting is on. Yeah, we are on the 11th of July. Jeez, time flies, dude. Like time really flies. Like it's just scary. I was thinking about it earlier today. It's like February. Oh yeah, we are thinking about things, talking about things. It was cold and whatnot. Now it's like bam, July. Well, anyway, it's the 11th of July, 2018. This is the Sumo community meeting with uh, your lovely hosts, Chris, woo, Rachel, woo, and myself. So, we're going live and direct on the new Mozilla, one hopes. I need the red light here popping, on air or something. That used to be the good old days of the radio. But anyway, we have a few items in the agenda, and I think the most important bit should start the whole meeting. This is the last week of us using the Google Docs as an interim agenda solution for documenting what's going on and sharing it with you and letting you drop things in. We're going back to the roots. We're going to be using the Moz Wiki pages. So generally, that's going to happen from next week onward. We're going to be nicely formatting the notes and whatnot. They will Oh, sorry. The spirit of it will be kind of like the Monday project meetings, basically the ones with Pod usually. So yeah, it's going to be an agenda open for everybody. Everybody can drop stuff in, and if you have a MozWiki account, you should know how it works. If you don't have one, it's easy to get one, I believe. And yeah, it's good old wiki. Like this is the software that has been powering quite a few good projects around this world. So why not use it if it's there? Also, we have an event in Kerala, that's the Indian Peninsula. We will have a bunch of favorite speakers of ours there. You can join through the official events page, and this is a really cool thing. I'm just gonna click it just to take a look right now. It just looks awesome. So yeah, we have quite a few people there. We have Christos, we have Rachel there. Hello. We have Praveen, we have Sabarish, we have Jansi. Oh, actually, I don't know if I even read it properly. Sorry. I don't know how to read most of these names, but we have quite a few friendly faces there. So that should be quite nice. And the event website for the Kerala community is quite awesome. Take a look at the links posted in the Cool News of the Week section. You can sign up, you can join. I'm pretty sure things will be recorded one way or another, so there will be more information shared afterwards. And yeah, events are on. And we got a confirmation from Andy. Thank you, Andy, that we are live. Woohoo! Okay, awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now it's just like too many things happening on too many screens. We have no updates regarding the platform meeting other than there's an agenda, drop things in there. If there are things in the agenda, the meeting will happen. Usually it doesn't happen. We're still in the freeze in a way because of the way Sumo is maintained. Sorry, not Sumo, Kitsune is maintained. So basically, our platform is not moving much one way or another. It's working and it's being supported for outages. So hey, that's good. Could be much worse. But yeah, really looking forward to things moving in the second half of the year. For example, regarding the UX update. So refreshing the way the site looks. So that's going to hopefully get more attention to our site as well for our lovely developer. And moving onwards, contributors of the week. I want to nominate two groups of people. So basically, we have Alice, Michele, and Lan. They noticed and investigated a notification issue. And Chris, you were in on it as well because it was between forums, between the KB and so on. So I'm just going to add you there because I'm a terrible person. And what I wanted to say is, yeah, we have this issue popping up every now and then. This usually, I think, is caused by uh, basically Kitsune getting the updates on time for new strings being pushed or generally outstanding pull requests that could be affecting the way the notification engine works. As long as we don't have somebody actively looking into getting this sorted, it may be popping up every now and then. So while not bringing the platform to its knees, it may be a bit of a bother. And apologies for that. And thank you for being patient with this. Usually, and this is maybe just me, but I think usually people who get into the forums, they go to the forums straight and they just check what's going on there on the dashboards. People who do KB work, depends on your personal style. But yeah, going to the dashboard is another thing that many of us do. I personally do it all the time. Like this is how I start my day. Ooh, what up with the dashboard? So yeah, the notifications sooner or later will be sorted and they will be 99.9% uh, supported and reliable. But for now, yeah, things may happen. So thank you for your patience once more. Also, Ruba and Tess for their Arabic localization. So yeah, we've had a bit of silence in the Arabic world, and now we have Ruba working together with Tess on localizing some content step by step. Of course, we cannot expect them to go super, super crazy and energetically just localize everything in one go. That this doesn't happen. But in a small team of two, you can cover a lot of ground. So thank you for being there and localizing into Arabic. Speaking of localization and the knowledge base, we're moving onwards to the localization and knowledge base updates. I wanted to share a few things with you regarding KB metrics. For June 2018, there's a spreadsheet linked from the document, the agenda. Uh, it is a low number. I would say it's the lowest number of in the year for contributions, but we have to remember this is June, so this is kind of the end of let's say school season for a lot of people out there, the beginning of summer holidays, people taking time off, people just taking it easy and actually stepping away from the computers, which is great, to be honest. So keep doing that. Still, we have over 680 contributions in that month. So hey, that doesn't mean it's slowing down much. But yeah, it's good to see that there's ebbs and flows because we really need everybody to just have a good time contributing to Mozilla. Not it's not about you having to do everything at all costs. Just take it easy and take a break every now and then. And summer is a very good time to take a break usually. We do have a new meeting coming up soon across the people working on localization at Mozilla in different places, be it product, be it Pontoon, be it marketing websites and stuff like that, and support as well. So it's an open meeting. If you're interested in joining, do let me know. But I will be sharing the updates here. It's going to be happening on Thursday evenings, uh, EU time or European Union time, as I call it. So basically, yeah, it's going to be US mornings or West Coast US mornings and evenings in the EU for different areas of the world, different times, obviously. That meeting, the purpose of this meeting is to share the news, share best practices, share challenges, figure out what's going on, and coordinate a few projects together so that we actually have broader reach and it's easier for us to communicate with all of you. I'm going to take a quick look if there's anything happening on IRC. We have people exchanging interesting things. So greetings to Caspi and Philip and Tyler who are there and chatting away about different things happening on Twitter. Going back to the news and updates regarding the KB and the LTN folks and events. So we have a thread starting a discussion which I don't think will ever end until somebody unifies English into one beautiful language, which it will never be. It's too much of a universal language at this stage. Regarding the way to use English, whether it is the British version or the US version when it comes to spelling certain words. And I'm not going to give my take because my take is basically anything works, to be honest. So well, okay, you got my take. But yeah, if you have strong opinions, if you want to discuss this, there's a thread. Thank you for starting it, by the way. And yeah, I think it's a very philosophical debate at this point because generally things will just work. The differences are not as huge, for example, as between the different versions of Chinese, so the traditional and the simplified one. So yeah, I think it's a matter of personal preference or basically cultural background, and it's going to work either way. We could have an extension for Firefox that makes your American page look British or your British page look American. That would be quite fun. I'm pretty sure it's super easy to make. You just have to have a corpus of words that are going to be flipped, and then everybody will be happy. Another thread, which is connected to a bug and that was already mentioned before, is the knowledge base notifications thread. So please, if you see anything happening that's not supposed to be, or if you kind of expect notifications to appear, or you see that some articles are the way, in a way, they're set up that you should be getting notifications about them being changed or ready for localization, and you're not getting those notifications. There are several layers of possible reasons for that, but if it's the notification engine not working properly, the notification script, there are ways for us to poke a few lovely people and have, for example, PMAC check it and see if there's something you can do. So yeah, there's a thread for that. And we also have some Rocket news. So Firefox Rocket may be spreading its wings. You may be receiving a message in your inbox, so email inbox, or your PM, as in private message inbox from support.mozilla.org about Firefox Rocket content that needs your localization magic. So yeah, that's going to be hopefully going your way. No spoilers just yet. If you're in the know about Firefox Rocket, you probably already know anyway what's going to happen, but yeah, I don't want to. I want to make it a bit mysterious for fun. And final call for your feedback regarding the cleanup proposal for the knowledge base and the locales. I will be summarizing the points made by different people and outlining the next steps this week. I've received quite a few. Actually, let me check right now. I haven't. I'm so cool that I haven't actually checked this yet, but I think I received around over 80 responses from different people. So that's really great. That's a big chunk of the community responding to my call for mobilization in a way. And I will be writing about that. Yeah, it's really cool that people actually got the messages, because I think I sent like, I don't know, 400 or 350 or something. So it's good to get that many responses. And yeah, I will be summarizing what's going on. What is the course for the locales that are listed in a way in this cleanup. And we're moving onwards to Rachel for the support forum and social support updates, unless there are any questions in IRC or in the room regarding what I just said. Otherwise, we're moving onward. Rachel, over to you.
Yes, sure. Yeah, so there's the chat that's going on right now in the forums, or sorry, in the forums, in the in the lovely IRC, is if you hover down and want to delete a specific entry in your search tab, you want to use your down arrow key, not your mouse. So, slight tweak in how to use Firefox. So exciting. Live troubleshooting at its best. Way to go, team. Yeah, so just a couple updates for support forum. So there's metrics, Sumo Day results are on their way. I would like to use this as a shout out. Are there any particular issues that you'd like to talk about in more detail on how to um, get more traction on? Whether this is a use case that doesn't have a bug yet, or there's an old bug and you want to discuss it, please let us know. We can have a post-mortem meeting next Friday. We do have a standing meeting for social anyway. We'll just add it to the agenda. So if there's anything that does come up last minute, please do add it to that social support meeting agenda. I know we're moving away from Google Docs. We started Google Docs as the agenda tool for social support, so maybe that's something we can talk about in that meeting as well. Back to, I feel like social and forum have the same sort of love about one-to-one support. So if I go back and forth, please feel free to stop me and I'll clarify. There's an Etherpad, so the discussion about Etherpad before the release that was started around the week of the All Hands, second week of June, we have come to a final conclusion to convert everything to wiki pages. So there are links that have been created for new pages. The next steps are, we need your help to update the weekly update page. And I just wanted to give you a so basically what we need from you is there is a zip file of all of old Etherpads when we migrated from one Etherpad instance to another. There's a zip file that I know has been floating around. I know Mihal has one, Noah has one. If you would like to move that content into the same format as well, please feel free to organize that amongst yourselves. We do have an alternative to have a link to that zip folder actually listed in that weekly update page as a temporary workaround while that gets organized. Um, Chris, thank you for your suggestion on IRC yesterday. It looks like if anyone would like to volunteer to help out with changing those links, there is a link to a sheet that has the new links to those Etherpads. Uh, there are two opportunities here. I know that I might take advantage of this opportunity to practice your wiki markup. If you are a new KB contributor and you'd like to practice your wiki markup, um, this is for you. um, yeah. All right. So enough about Etherpad. Thank you very much for your discussion around that. This is a very awesome example of how sumo community can put their brains together to solve community issues. So check out the lovely archive if you're ever curious. For hoarders like me, to go check out old agenda items. There is also an open discussion. If you haven't had enough of community discussions, there is a talk. Let's talk about quality support. So 2 weeks ago, there was a contributor thread started around what's the number one? What's the quality support? What is the number one of the sumo community? Um, is it the Mozilla products? Is it the user? Is it the, your experience in the community itself? I think it's a balance of all those two personally, but I would really love to find out, let's start a new discussion around it. Starting more discussions like this has been really fruitful and really rewarding, at least for me, and I don't know about what you guys think. So I would love to encourage you to start discussions like this to fire the passion of quality support, or just support in general. Like if they're how people do support in other places. I know that this is a um, common nerdy soft skill slash support topic that we all can relate to. So if not, and you just want to talk about one of the threads, check out the support contributor forum where people talk about threads together, looking for answers. On to social support. Again, next Friday, we're going to have a social support stand up for about a half an hour. I don't know if it'll be recorded yet, so just come on into the Sumo room. It'll be at 9 o'clock, same time. The questions and tasks have been updated, so for those of you who are on the Trello board, please feel free to take a look at the new list of help me threads if you're having trouble setting up TweetDeck or would like to find questions that, if you don't have a Trello account, you may have to sign up. Let me know, and we'll just add you there as a member so you can go in and participate. All the way on the left-hand side, you'll find all the instructions on how to use this board. And metrics for this last June. So it is just popping and happening in the reply tool. We have 2 people who signed up for this program. We have 5 lurkers. We have 5 active casual in the casual support team. And we have like 6 or 7 people who are not even using the Firefox help hashtag. What's up with that, guys? Come join. If not, thank you in general for helping us out on Twitter. You are amazing. We even have 17 power users and 8 community leaders. So 37 of you that I've talked to individually, and for those of you who I don't know, please come say hi. We have a Trello or there's a Telegram chat bot that will say hello. Actually, it's not working anymore. There was a puppy chat bot. I should really find that. But yeah, come say hi. Um, I really love how I see people are collaborating between both forums and social. This is amazing work together. Thank you. It's not even work. It's like fun. Just like, hey, help that guy out. Help that guy out. Wait, how do you solve this? You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. That's it. Two pointers. While moderating this week, there is a suggestion instead of using the word bug. So I know each Twitter Twitter's a little bit more, public. So instead of using the word bug, maybe try use the word issue or problem until you actually have a link to a bug. Um, because one of the things that I have noticed when talking to engineers is if a user thinks that it's a bug, then it's not working the way it's designed. So if it is working the way it's supposed to be designed, or is intentionally designed, then let's call it a feature enhancement. Um, so that is a just a little tidbit for you to avoid any heated conversations, so that you can have a nice experience. So check that out. Try it. The other one is try avoiding people in all caps or swear words. Um, Usually, at least in Twitter, I know in the forums we try to ignore those and just try to help them out and just focus on the issue that they're asking about. In Twitter, they're just complaining, right? Like they're just like screw the world, ah. It's
Yeah,
also
they didn't bother to go to Sumo or set up an account or create a new thread. So yeah, their intention is, or how what we expect out of them should be treated differently. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. It's yeah, it could get you into an unprofessional situation and probably just invite more trolls. To be honest. And what I mean by troll is in Twitter there are bots um that are created to how do you say? I've noticed that there are bots where people will they like to start arguments just for the sake of arguing, and then there's bots that people will hide behind to express a really like I think in Facebook I noticed that there was an article that was like people hired Russian Twitter accounts to make a particular voice much louder, like to sway a political argument one way or another. So this happens on Twitter. If you do notice that, there's a place that you can just go report it. Just report. This is offensive or this is spam or something. They have a channel where if you do notice this happening or you're skeptical that it might be happening, but yeah, so that's a situation where you see all caps or Twitter is a great place to express. Um, for support, um, please feel free to offer help if that is something you want to do. I'm just letting you know you are up for an unprofessional, heated troll debate. Um, Sometimes, not always. I have if you want, if you really want to reply, a really great person to reach out to in the community is Asa, um, or any of the moderators. If you want to tackle a difficult conversation like that, there are soft skills for it. Just ask. We can help you out. Share your draft. Um, yeah, okay, so I've gone on a rant. So I'll come bring it back and I'll hand it back over to Neil. We'll start a couple discussions in the forum around that.
Thank you, Rachel. This was quite a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, great. Thank you for all this. Yeah, it's always good to hear all the interesting updates and all the good news about people being involved. And yeah, I'm sorry the internet sometimes can be spiky and unwelcoming. But I really think that so many of you make it a better place just by being the nice people you are to each other and to others, like absolute strangers as well, who may not be super happy. You're trying your best to just, calm them down and just give them some help that they may need. Speaking of help needed, so yeah, we are always looking forward and looking out for people who are interested in welcoming new users. Do not be shy. Those people are just like you at some point, just like any of us, to be honest. Like, joining Mozilla and going like, "Hey, I would like to help. What can I do? What's going on here?" So yeah, it's the same way. Just say hi, be yourself. Don't worry about how to put it. Like there is no script, there is no protocol. Just be friendly and try to help them get started being awesome contributors for Mozilla. because who knows what they're going to end up doing in a month or two or in a year if they get, if they kind of get the bug and start contributing more and more. And yeah, who knows? Maybe there's going to be maybe today there's going to be a person joining later that's going to write a really cool thing for Firefox 70, and they're going to join through support.mozilla.org. Who knows? It's like a lottery. Then we also have the FAQs for Stylish being blocklisted and the FAQ for Lockbox. Yeah, if things are being blocklisted, if you see questions in the forums, please flag them immediately in the chat. So make sure these are kind of highly contentious subjects nowadays because of security and because of privacy. So yeah, uh, this is kind of a hot topic or a hot potato that's being passed around. Uh, we have people on the ground. People know what to do with this when there's user concern popping up every now and then about this. So no worries. There's a helping hand somewhere out there for you. Just go for it. And the last thing on the agenda, if you want to answer the social support questions, there's a very lovely Trello board for that. So if you go there, you will see what's going on in the social space because it's a really cool, really cool Trello board with a lovely background image. That's very social. uh, and I think we reached the end of the agenda. We reached the end of the meeting. Looking at the time, we've been live on Air Mozilla. I checked. We actually were there. Just saying, in case you were wondering. Yeah, live and direct. We will see you soon, dear people. Keep rocking the helpful app. Keep being the awesome people you are. And yeah, I'm super happy that you're around, and I'm super happy that we can help you help others. See you around soon. Take care, and yeah, have a good day, morning, evening, night, whatever you have there. Enjoy. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.